Okay, so hello everyone. So today's PPDT session, as we already know, an image will be shown to all of us for 30 seconds. I'll also share the image, but then that will be taken down pretty quickly. You'll be given 4 minutes to write your stories. And after those 4 minutes, basically, you have to just understand what the picture is trying to narrate itself to you. Post that, you will understand what could be the age and uh, gender and mood and everything. You basically understand the entire image and you frame a story around it. And later on you'll be given, so 4 minutes you'll be given to write your stories. After that, one by one, each and every one of you will be narrating your stories. You'll be given 60 to 90 seconds for doing that. And once we're done with everyone, then the final discussion for 15 to 20 minutes will begin, post which everyone discusses the story and we come down to one common story that will be narrated by one person who will be nominated amongst everyone. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen now. I hope there is no doubt. If there's any, please feel free to ask me right now.
I would like to ask one thing answer.
Yes.
When you write the talk about the text in any particular format, like first we have to write food or something like that.
Supati, your
Like
voice is
almost have
breaking.
my audible
Yes, but it's breaking. Thoda sa. Go on.
starting whenever we with the text age and mood of the characters. Is there a pattern of writing? Like first we have to the mood and followed by some any pattern we can write those things.
Yes, ideally there's a set pattern for it, which we will discuss later on. But for now, since at this point in time through this online mode, all we can do is just the discussion. But we will talk about the pattern. Exactly how do we have to write the PPDT stories? We'll talk about that later. Okay.
No, I'm not asking about how to write the PPT route. I'm just writing. I'm asking in the box that we have text age and mood. Does that have any pattern?
I can't. Your voice is breaking a lot. Can you type your message?
Supriti, it doesn't require right now. You have just simply write your story.
Okay, I couldn't hear that. Okay, great. Supriti, any other doubt, please drop your message. I think Rohit and anyone else will reply to you. Okay. So now I'm sharing the screen. If you have any doubts and if there are internet connections, please drop your doubts on the chat box and we'll definitely address that. Okay. I'll be sharing the screen now. Visible to everyone? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay, so we have 4 minutes to write our stories. Okay, everyone. Done? Harsh, are you here? Harsh,
Yes, ma'am.
can we hear your story?
Can I go by last as I have not prepared?
I'll choose you sometime in between, okay?
Okay.
Ishant.
I just tried it.
Yeah, yeah, go on. Anything.
Uh, According to me, there is a group of 4 to 5 people, and they are the cadet of police or something, trading stuff, and they're trading or carrying on. And it is the initial stage of their trading where they don't, where they are getting trusting each other. And I haven't completed my story. Yeah,
But it's a great story. It's a great start. That's it?
yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay, no problem. Thank you, Ishant.
Thank you.
Krutik?
I'm here.
Yeah, please go on.
No, actually, I said that I will be observing for today, right?
Okay. Okay,
Sorry.
okay, all right. No problem. Lovejeet?
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Am I audible? Because
Yes,
the
you are.
network is too low.
No problem. Please go
Okay.
on.
So I saw 4 characters in the picture, 4 male characters. Age group is 25 to 30, and mood is positive. Action of my story is doing recce in the forest. Mukhtar Singh, who is assistant conservator of forest and recently posted in the Ranthambore National Park, and he want to get familiar with his area. So he collected a team of 4 people, 4 forest rangers,
Yeah.
and took the jeep. They did first outside boundary recce, then they get into the important locations in the area, and also want to see the important animals of that forest. And after doing some recce on foot march, they take rest nearby lake, and during that time
Lovejeet, your
he
internet is.
get
Okay, okay.
yes, my internet is low.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think you're pretty much done with your story,
Okay,
right?
maybe you get the idea of my story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. I got it. All right.
Yes, it is almost done.
All right, no problem. Thank you, Lovejeet. Niladri. Niladri, are you here? Samarjeet, wait.
Yes,
Can we
yes,
hear your
yes.
story?
So I passed 4 characters, male 4 male characters in the age group of 22 to 28, and uh, everything is in the positive mood. Ram is a 22-year-old college student with his 3 friends. Made a plan for a outing or a picnic on the next Saturday at the riverside bank of the river. So as for the plan, they departed from home on time and reached the bank. There they set up their camp and made some arrangement for cooking food, played some games. After that, they cooked all food all together. Then they went to the river for taking bath. At that time, they saw a deer cub fell in the river, and they rescued it from the river. Then they taking it to the fireside to warm it up, and after that, they take their food and reached home.
Okay, Niladri.
They had concluded.
Thank you very much. Naresh.
Can I get 5 minutes more?
Sure, sure, sure. Also, people, if you can turn your videos on, I'd highly appreciate that. Samarjeet, you had to say something. Samarjeet.
Yes.
Yes, you were saying something.
मैं तो ये कह रहा था कि मैं I was asking to narrate my story.
Please go on.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm turning on my camera.
Sure.
So I've achieved four characters in the picture. Its theme is vintage. My main character is Samir, 32 years. He is a leader of group named Veers, means the warriors. His group consists of four members. The main work of their group is to fight against crime, helping people, and other simple tasks to welfare the society. Uh, One day, a gang of robbers tried to rob a village. Samir, with his leading mind and courageous personality and determination, they captured the robbers. And after such a hectic, high tempo task, they have been exhausted and had some rest.
Thank you. Thank you, Samarjit. And on time. That's great. Okay. Riddhi.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go on.
Yeah. So from the given picture, I perceive that there are four characters: age male, age 30 years, gender male, mood is positive, and the people are Raju, Sonu, Ravi, Raghav are four soldiers deployed on the borders of Rajasthan to keep an eye on the suspicious activities during their duty throughout the day. They kept on taking shifts to relax and rejuvenate their body and as well as their minds to boost their energy throughout the day. As as other three of Ravi's subordinates were taking nap, Ravi was attentive towards the borders, keeping an eye. This depicts the strong comradeship between them.
Thank you. Thank you, Riddhi. Naresh, ready? Go on.
Okay, I'm ready. So, gentlemen, I have perceived many characters in the story of mainly positive moods in the age group of 20 to 25 years. Lieutenant Abhishek is leading his men into a jungle for expedition camp when they notice the illegal smuggling of animals. And with Lieutenant Abhishek plan and active mindset, they have tracked down and catch the smugglers and handed them over to the forest department official. After that, high authority of forest department appreciated Lieutenant Abhishek and his team for the bravery. Later on, Lieutenant Abhishek and his team carried out their jungle survival camp and completed it successfully.
Thank you, Naresh. Rohit.
As picture shown to us, I have to see four characters. All are male, and the age category is 25 to 28 years. Mood is positive, and the action of my story is completing mountain expedition. Akshay was 24 years old, newly commissioned officer in Gorkha Rifle. After completing his training, he joined his unit, and the very first day of the unit, there is an expedition camp at Darjeeling. Akshay initiated his name, and mates with his teammates, he went for mountaineering expedition. And the mountaineering expedition is for basic mountaineering course at 15,000 feet. And with all the accessories of mountaineering, they went for expedition. And during the midway of the mountaineering, they take a small rest nap. And after completing the successfully target of 15,000, they get back safely and join the unit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rohit. Sarthak. Sarthak, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go on.
So I have observed that there are four people in the picture, and all are in costume in the age bracket 22 to 25.
And the action of my story is understanding agriculture, BSc agriculture project. So the main hero of my story is Ram, who is a 25-year-old BSc Agriculture final year student, and he has been assigned to understand how the crop yields can be improved. So he directly met with the farmers, and they understood by choosing the right seeds for the specific region and soil type. To protect the plants from pests and seeds, he also understood how farmers use different methods like crop production and crop rotation, and they also understand the use of organic fertilizers as well as materials that can improve the soil fertility. He also understood how farmers use the agriculture systems to deliver the water directly to the roots of the plants. They also understood how about monitoring the weather and adjusting the water schedules properly. In the end, they understood how the complete project can be taken care of, and they implemented in the final air project, and they completed the project. At the end, they felt self-satisfied with their work. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarthak. Well said. Shaurya?
Yeah, so from the picture, I perceived four characters. One male, 21 years, positive mood, and the rest, three males, 20 years, positive mood. So Rahul was the senior under officer of the NCC senior wing. As part of the NCC camp, they had been taken for a trekking expedition in the mountains. While they were going, they had to go through a jungle. So he was allotted the responsibility of setting up the tents and the food setup. So he organized the boys under his command, instructed them to set up the campsite as per the proper location, looking after the availability of water near the river. He also set up the food setup in such a direction so that the wind doesn't, blow away the fire. He then instructed his boys to collect the wood from nearby area. They collected the wood and material from the nearby area, and they set up it at the near the camp. And they also had put the boundaries across the wood, and they prepared the tents. After that, they were tired, so they took a rest under the shade of the tree. Then next day they rested while other cadets responsible for preparing the food, they prepared the food. Then afterwards, next day they had to move out. So before moving out, Rahul instructed his boys to take the poly bags and collect all the wastage, whatever was collected, and they collected the waste and they moved out for the.
Thank you, Shaurya. Supriti?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go on.
Perfectly audible, right?
Yeah. For now, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Mm, from the picture given to us, I have perceived multiple characters. My main character is a male, mood positive, and age 20 years. And the action of the story is that taking rest. Yashwant is an NCC cadet, and he enrolled himself for the RDC base camp. And he took his necessity items and took his documents and headed towards the nearby camp location. He, along with his buddies, woke up early, went for the PT, and enjoyed the breakfast and headed towards the drill ground. And over there, he took a proper attendance and submitted about the platoon to the CHM. And under the drill instructor's guidance, he have gave the basics to his platoon, and under his guidance, they have practiced, and in the meanwhile, in the free time, they have taken rest and corrected each other on the drill and headed towards the next task. Thank you.
Thank you, Supriti. That's great. By the way, you all can keep your videos on, okay? Just saying. Tamish, there?
Yeah, ma'am.
Go on. Are you ready?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
When I observe from the picture, there are five main characters between the ages 26 to 27. Main person named is Mo, and he is the leader of the group. The group is going to the mission. They were going through the forest to search the terrorist spots. The woman is a very intelligent and brave person. Many times he searched the terrorist base family plan with the group. They all were doing that for some time. They all are trust with each other, and one group member is alert and take care of the group.
Okay, Tamesh. Done? All right.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Whose audio is it? Okay, okay. Relax. Manju just joined, so Manju, I'm sure you are not prepared yet, right? You might have just seen the picture. Yeah?
I'm left. Hello.
I know, Harsh, you are left. I know. I'm not leaving you. Okay, next is you only. Go on, Harsh.
Yeah. So from the picture, I have perceived group of four people: Ranveer of 24, Suresh of 25, Raju of 25, and Deepak of 24. They all friends planned a vacation for a trip to Ooty, the place named as Queen of Hill Stations. They all went to Ooty from Mumbai to enjoy their vacation. They were enjoying there a lot, had so many greeneries, met new people of southern India, enjoying the authentic food of southern India, enjoying the smell of tea leaves all around. After a whole day of enjoying, they were taking a nap in the grass of Ooty as they were feeling lethargic. So, in order to explore Ooty more, they were taking a nap. That's it.
Okay, Harsh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone's pretty much done. Manju, I am left. I know. Manju, are you there? Okay, no worries. All right, so I'll quickly time myself and I'll tell you my stories, post which we'll start the discussion, okay? So, good evening, everyone. I perceived four characters and the age group varying from 24 to 26. The mood is neutral. All these, the four characters in the picture for me are the commandos who are training currently at Indore as a part of their bios. They just came back from one of their casual stroll, precisely why they were dressed formally. But little did they know that they were then and there commanded to have one of the tasks or one of the drills completed, which is one of the tasks of picking their partners up and completing 5 rounds of 400-meter ground and completing it, all of them. So after the completion and successfully completing after the entire tiresome day of their PT and studying and everything, they were too tired yet again. All of them completed their task of picking each other and completing the race of completing the 5 rounds. And they finally were super tired, so they ended up lying down at wherever they were. So that's what the picture depicts. I think everyone is done. We can begin the discussion now.
I think if most of us can agree, we all can see that all the person in the story, they had a hat and they had a similar attire. So we can say they belong to a particular organization. Like we can say either to their commandos, or we can say they're particularly NCC cadets. So I think we should go ahead, and since it looks like they're sitting, definitely it looks like they're sitting under the shade of the tree. So we can say that they must have worked something and they are tired. So that
They can
is
also
also
be some particular group of agriculture students who have completed their final year project, and they must be done with the project, and they must be sitting there tired. So I think this could be a
yeah
valid point.
I
I
agree,
agree
but
with
I agree,
Shaurya,
but I
as
would
he
like
have
to
said
add
that
that
all have same attire. So it
yeah,
would be, I think they are from a similar organization. It could be armed forces or NCC. And if we guess from the age group, they are from the age group of 24 to 26. So they are most probably from armed forces.
I don't think they are from armed forces because if they were from armed forces, so they should have some badges or like stars on their shoulders. They didn't have
It's
any
not
they
stars.
like
can
They
they
simply
don't.
get
be
They
soldiers.
don't have any.
badges from their country.
Summer, there's the thing called combat uniform. If you have heard about
Yeah,
combat uniform, you don't wear stars to the war and battlefield
Yes,
or
it is called
during
exactly.
holidays.
In
camel.
wars, we also don't wear those types of caps. In wars,
No,
mainly
like
helmets
you
are
We
have
can
worn.
wear that kind of cap
Samarjit, if
in
you have
jungle
seen the
survival.
Assam rifles, they usually wear these type of caps only in their combat uniform. So it is very
Yes.
normal. So we can go for
Not
either for
even
NCC.
some rifle, even special service forces use it.
Yeah, like for even paramilitaries wear that. Yes. So we can go for the armed forces. Yeah, even Rupit has written para stuff as well. So we can usually go for like considering our own age group. So we can also go for the NCC because they are all are wearing on the same belts and barriers they have. So we can go for NCC because most of us have prepared the same sort of expedition or mountaineering camp. So we can also go for that or sort of any camps or just drill. After drill also, if anything helpful if they do, they will take the rest obviously.
But
Yes. So I
So we can go for
Agree
for
with
NCC,
Supriti.
for NCC camp, they
I,
look so old. I don't think
Yes,
that,
I
but
agree.
I can agree on that commando or armed forces part. But it's not
so I
feasible
agree
to
with
agree on NCC
Samarjit.
camps.
We can take partial idea of Supriti. We can make it a
Yes,
expedition camp,
Samajit, I'm agree with
and
you.
Yes,
I can take a partial idea of Samarjit, and it can be armed forces group which are
yes,
doing expedition camp.
Yes,
yes,
Agreed.
yes.
I was agree. They
Agree
look
with Naresh.
mature, quite mature. So I
They
think
are
So
we
not
should.
let's
belonging to
form it up
I think
after that.
If we
Like
all are
armed
considering they are
forces group,
looking
they are
quite
going for
mature, so let's go for they are working in armed forces. So let's take in like take forward the DD so we are taking
I
as
think
a mountain camp. So
so
we
Preeti,
have to take yes
adding to your
Yes,
point,
so
I
Karthik.
think
pretty.
it is a
I think
mountain
to
sort
go
of
to
plain
jungle
land,
camp, it would
and
be
I
a
think
better
Tamanna,
idea.
can you please turn off your mic? There is very noise in your mic.
Done, Samir. Done, Samir. Relax. Samar, done. Sarthak, please go on.
I think this is not a mountain sort of thing. It's a plain land, and everybody is resting there. And we can see that since they have already done some work, they are taking rest. I think agriculture point can also be think upon.
Karthik, I agree
Karthik,
with
but
you, and they are
I
not
agree
wearing
with
any
you.
attire
as you
of
are saying
mountain
that it is a
expedition.
plane.
So I
see,
think
see.
it could be a jungle
We can
expedition
go for
camp.
drill as well.
Yes,
So we
no,
can
but
We
simply go
it
for
can
the
also be a
We go
mountain camp
for
because in
jungle
mountains
camp.
we can found plateaus and plains also because on
Samajit,
mountains.
but you need to have mountain gears, na, like goggles and
I think
oxygen cylinder and
I
stuff
think
like that.
I think we can
Yeah,
take
the attire is not
everybody.
appropriate for the mountaineering camps as well because
Agreed.
rather than the
Yes,
uniform,
We
they are
can
not
yes,
carrying
exactly.
anything
That
else.
is what I am
Yes,
we
yes,
saying.
can
Almost
simply
That
simply
is
say
what I
that
am
is a
saying.
jungle
the
So,
choice
survival
of the
camp.
mountain.
yes.
so we can make it
But
a jungle survival camp
they
for
can leave
expedition.
forest
Yeah,
officer.
jungle survival camp, and we can also add agriculture, as in they were on a jungle survival camp. And for the agriculture part, we can add they had taken small plants with them to add little, and they dug up and planted more plants.
Okay, let's
Okay, we
let's
can
Or
add
move
it
let's
up.
we can
forward.
We can
also
add
take
it up.
while in the
Sorry.
camps
They
as well,
can
while
take
during
forest.
the camps as well in NCC, we usually do the plantation as well as a part of the camp or
Yeah,
extracurricular
so that
activities.
can be added.
Let's say
So we can add the
let's say
starter
it's
point
June
as
5.
well.
Yes,
Yes.
let's say it's June 5 is the environment day, and these expeditors they go to the get they do go to the jungle area, and they, as a part of their task also they plant their plantations whatever they do, and after that
Yes,
they're
yes,
pretty tired, so they take rest.
Take rest. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
are we all in?
Okay, so let's form up the next stage. I think we are all agreed on so far on this part.
Yes. We have all agreed.
Can
And
you repeat
I
it? I lost my connection, so I
Like we
couldn't
need to
hear you.
create the issue or problem that is arriving or arising. Like we need to create a problem.
Dinesh,
It could be an illegal.
can you please repeat the conclusion what you have concluded till now because I have lost my connection.
Okay, Samarjit, till now we have concluded they are from Armed Forces Organization and they are
Okay.
into a jungle survival or expedition camp. And
Okay.
along with that, they are planting some agricultural stuff into the jungle area.
Gentlemen,
Am I right, Surya?
But I have a
gentlemen, can I give an idea?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. You
Yeah,
can go ahead.
yeah,
Please go ahead.
yeah. I didn't. Now only I joined. I have one idea. Can we make stories about that mm, cowboys? They usually they wear just like that.
cowboys.
Man-
But what will
Yeah.
cowboys do?
Manju,
Okay, what
we
would be
have
a story,
agreed
Manju?
so far with that
Like
part.
in the
If you want to
commandos,
add up any idea, you can add up any idea next stage.
Okay, I think we should discuss upon the steps right now, as since
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have already moved
So
forward.
far we
So,
so
Yes.
far we have agreed on they are parts of armed forces.
Armed Forces Jungle Survival Camp. It is
Uh,
Environment Day, so they
huh,
have also taken plantation and CDC with them. So they are also planting there, and
huh.
we can further decide that they are also cleaning the area since most of the plastic waste.
Now
I think the most
we have to
important
decide
point.
the problem. Like if it is a illegal issue, illegal activities happening in jungle.
No,
Yes, let
I think there's no
I
need of.
think like no need to do that because mostly like if you take armed forces, particularly army, they are not the part of that. Usually paramilitary or the local police or the even forest department they do that. So let's simply we can say that they're going for some task they
They
have
are
went there.
belonging to Assam Rifle. Now
Karthik, you
agreed?
had point some. You had some point.
Yes, exactly. I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that since NCC is known for their discipline and commitment, let's keep it for an afforestation drive.
yeah, yeah. So
But
that is
I think that for NCC camp they look so old because from their faces we can see that their age group lies between 27 to 30 age group, and
I agree
as
with you,
part
Samarji. That's why we are taking them as a armed forces.
yes.
Like we are not taking the NCC cadets. We are not taking them
I'll try and
as
Yes.
NCC cadets.
just one second, one
We are
second.
taking them
Tamish,
as a soldier.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
Tamish, do you have anything
And
to
for the
add?
I think now
we
let's
can
go to the
Wait,
steps.
we
Summer.
can go for paramilitary or we can go for Assam Rifles because they usually wear those type of caps.
Y-
Assam Rifles is what
Yes,
I agree
agree.
on.
I agree
I
with you.
want to
Yes.
hear to Tamish once. Okay, just one
oh
Yes.
second.
yeah.
Tamish, are you here?
Achal, you
Most
are
of
on
it.
mute. You are on mute.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Tamish, are you here? I'd like to hear you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, please go on. Do you have anything to add? Okay, Tamish, there is too much disturbance from your end. Okay. All right, I'll assume that there's nothing to add. Okay. So, what are the concluding points? Let's decide on that now.
So let's decide that we have decided that they are part of armed forces. Since
Yes.
there's an environment day, they are going for a plantation drive into the
On afforestation drive. Yeah.
forestation drive. They also taking the plants and the better ivy seeds so that there's a better growth. We can also add a point that they whatever the waste is also there, they're collecting the waste and putting it away in bags.
I think we can also add an important point that during the drive, they also took the opportunity to educate the residents of that place
Okay, but it's
about
the forest
But
importance of trees and
let me
sustainability.
please make me one thing clear. Are you making that forest camp or something, and you are saying that we are going to educate some people? So that's not feasible, I think, because
I agree
usually
with
forests.
Samarjit properly, and I think we should create a problem. We can make it
Yes.
like smuggling of animal or some kind
Yes,
of
yes,
No, no,
yes.
illegal
no.
And
activity. It
This
would be a
as
better
per
idea.
the
I
forest
think
part,
that
we
is
need not to plant some trees or plants saplings in forests because forests are already dense. We can plant some saplings in our roadside and our localities. I don't think that we have to plant some saplings into the forest.
yeah, fair. I
That's from
agree
my
to that
side.
point, though. I agree to that point, though.
Agreed with Samarjit.
So let's say this that through the forest area, let's say that there is a small patch of the forest area, and through that area we come to one village, and in that village, as a part of the environment day, we do afforestation, and we also educate people on the agricultural means and whatever, like the exact point what Sarthak said. We'll educate people on crop rotation, crop production, and everything. Right? Let's
And
not
sustainable
create.
And
development.
we can create a problem in the village, like
Yes,
they are
like
lagging the
Lavjit is
connectivity
saying,
to the city,
Saying
something like
that
that.
general survival camp will be good. I agree with Lavjit's point. General
But
survival camp
gentlemen,
can be
we
good a
can't
point.
create a problem in the picture unless we see that any problem is that there or not. If there is no problem in the picture, means we don't want
True.
to create a unwanted problems in our
I
story.
agree. I agree.
Unnecessary problems.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I
I
agree.
agree.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I
this
agree with
must
Manju.
be
I
a
agree with
challenge.
Manju.
It must be a challenge, not a problem. We don't want to create an
Yeah,
unwanted
I too
problem.
agree with Lavjit what said that
Yeah.
it's not army's job to educate like no village people about
Yes,
agriculture and all.
yes, yes.
So Preeti, I
That's
think we
also what
should
I have
make
mentioned.
it a issue of like smuggling of animals or something like that.
Please
No, no. I think there's no need because smuggling of animals. If we are thinking of armed forces,
Correct.
that is the responsibility of
That's not the
forest
Exactly.
department.
duty of the armed
Yes,
forces.
for
Exactly.
Like
forest department. That's
Yes.
the
we can
That is
responsibility of
content of
forest
forest.
department.
Let's not
we
just
can make
follow
it a
the
illegal hideout of militants.
I
But
think
then we cannot say that amidst the hideout, amidst this one task that we are finding the militants, we are also resting, because we can't rest if
They
we are
are
in
not
one
resting.
place. We
Exactly.
can't rest.
So
Right.
I
Like
think we
after
exactly.
can.
completing their mission,
So we
they
can also
continued
say that
with their
after
jungle
finding
expedition and
after
Please
destroying
speak
the
took some
camps
rest.
one
of
by one. It
militants,
is really
they
not
are
audible.
resting.
Please speak one by one. Yeah. Samajit, go
So
ahead.
I think I want to say that after finding militants, after destroying their camps, they are taking some nap, they are taking some rest because of
And
because of
continuing
they
with
have.
their jungle expedition camp.
I think we can
I
go
think
with the
we
expedition
now
thing. That will be
Yeah, we can go for
exactly.
if
expedition
it is
only.
armed
Yes.
forces and we do not agree on plantation and educating, then the best bet we
Yes,
have is to have an expedition. So we can go ahead with the
yes,
expedition part.
Yes,
Sorry,
exactly. The
they
picture
were
which
doing some expedition, find out some militant,
And I
and after
think that they will
handing them over,
have
they continued
going
with
to
their
the
jungle
mission.
expedition camp.
Yes, exactly.
And at
Naresh,
that time, they
I
took
don't
some
think
rest.
And I
I
think
don't
they
think
were the
then
members.
we
In
should include the
expedition
point
camp,
of
you do
militants.
not usually want to go in a place where there is militant. So
Yes,
expedition
yes,
is basically
I agree with
for
Surya.
the
I agree
adventure
with
part.
Surya.
Yes, yes.
So either it has to be some kind of operation where you
yeah.
need to go after the militants, or it's the expedition. When the expedition
Yes,
term is there,
yes.
that is an expedition. So
Yeah,
I think we have to
expedition is
rule out
only
the
for
militant
finding the
part.
militants. I
I
agree.
agree with Surya. Agree with Surya.
Yeah,
Now I think we
exactly.
should come on the steps of the expeditions.
Yes, yes, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I think they are
The
equipped with
memories of
various
militants who were going to come in
Yes,
the
Tamish.
so we can take that.
Tamish, can you type down your message just like Kruthik and Lavjeet are doing, because we really can't hear you. There's a lot of internet disturbance and background noise. I'd suggest you type your message down like Lavjeet is doing, okay? Thank you. Sarthak, go on.
I was saying that since we are keeping the issue on the expedition right, I think we should come with the steps like how they prepared their backpacks, how they started, or what all equipments they kept with themselves so that they made it a successful expedition.
No, we can say they
Yes,
added the they had taken the poles and the
Camping gear,
portable tents, and
correct.
they selected a particular site. They also collected wood. They had taken the lighters and other gas stove type
but
thing.
Surya, I
Sorry,
want to
I
add one
got
point.
another
If
idea.
if they had tents, then why are they resting in an open plain? They can rest in
Sorry,
their
I got
tents
They're
now.
just they are
another
just
idea. They have
simply
lost their way
resting.
in jungle. They have lost their way in jungle, and they are like relying on the jungle food and resources and finding their way out.
I don't consider like our Indian army is like so like that
I think
they've lost their way or
I have a
something
good
like that.
plan. I have a plan. We can say that that's a
We can make them NCC cadets.
I
No,
They are
think
they're
not
very
desperate
chilling.
we
at
They're
all.
can.
really chilling. If you see the picture, they're very, very chilled. So we
Very
Yeah.
can't say
chilling,
that
yeah.
they're lost and they're stressed out. They've actually done their task.
Actually, they're just
Yes,
taking
yeah.
rest.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just
Yes,
chilling. They're
That
yes.
taking rest.
exactly.
So
I think
Exactly.
we
Like
I
no,
want to say that we can say that that's a general military training, a general military survival camp, and after finishing their camp of 2 or 3 days, they are resting stresslessly. But they are uh, lost in their dreams. I will
Okay,
say
okay.
that.
Let's come back to what we agreed to initially. Okay, Samarjit, I've taken your point also.
Exactly.
We agreed on Assam rifles. I think it does justice to the hat, right?
just yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Harsh. So yes, there are four characters we all agree. 22 to 25 years age is what we all agree on, right?
yes, yes,
Let's
sure.
say all of them are out for an expedition. Assam Rifles soldiers, they're out for an expedition, and we can say that they were. Shauna, you mentioned something about the preparation. What was that?
Yeah. So I was saying they selected a site particularly near the river, so that they have sources, and they collected the wood for setting up the fire. Also, they set up the camp in such a way that wind doesn't blow out the fire.
Yeah.
So they have to look for that particular. They selected that. and we can make, so four are there, we can make one the main character, and the rest three are under his command, so that there's a central character, and he along with them they prepare the tents, they collect the food equipment, the food, the sticks, and all the gatherings. Then after that working they take rest under the tree, and next
It's
day
just
they just,
afternoon time, so they're not even resting in
yeah,
their tents. That's
They're
something they'll
taking
do at
yeah,
night.
yeah.
Mm,
Wait, we'll listen to Tamish, okay? I think
Ma'am, I think
it will be perfect.
it is a group of commandos who were going to mission to search terrorist base, and they were take some rest, and one of them is not sleeping.
See,
Tamanna, if you are going for if you are going to look for terrorists, so you don't usually take rest because finding terrorists is such a most high level task for armed forces, and they are not meant to take rest in that type of task.
and I know we have
So
to
we
realize that
should
they
go
are in
for
a very chill
expedition.
mode. We have to just
Yes,
realize that it's a very
they are.
sleepy chill mode.
It is clearly seen that they are just chilling out. They are just they don't have any tension or stress.
Okay.
I wanted to add a point. Can I say something?
Yes, Arthur.
Yes, obviously.
I was saying, if let us see it like that, after some training and skill building session during the expedition, they are taking some rest, like providing session on techniques, some navigation techniques or skill building techniques. They are taking some rest after doing that.
That's also a considerable point. So
Yes.
we should conclude our points
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
in
agree.
Tamish.
time because
I
we
think
are running out of time,
Sarthik,
I think.
Karthik, with your point, I also
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
idea.
it
We
may
can
be a
add a
camp
point
or something
that
because at
with
that
the
time
help
only
of map
they
and
can take a rest.
the
Let Manju,
correct me if
let
I'm wrong,
let
with the
Surya
map reading,
speak first.
they can watch after the topography for the
Correct,
looking
correct,
at the
correct,
expedition. So that
Okay,
is
Shaurya.
also a point
correct.
that we can add.
Thank you, Shaurya.
Manju
Manju,
had to say something also.
yes.
Yeah, I agree that I didn't know the who guy said that I agree that point. It may be a camp or some training session because in that operation or terrorist searching means they won't take a rest of that kind of situation. It may
Yes,
be a
yes.
training or something or camping like that.
Okay.
In
One
my
more
point of
minute.
view.
I think we are done discussing. One more minute. And oh, yes, Supriti, you have to say something.
Yeah, just out of the league actually what we have discussed fine, but I'm thinking like same way, like how the way they are taking rest, this is a physical burden, it's not a mental burden. As we
Yes.
are like as you people are talking about, they have might have taken the map reading on anything, but the photos is actually predicting the physical burden. So maybe, yeah, maybe after a drill session or as we are taking as a mountaineering camp like that, we can go for.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
their
I
attire
did
don't
said,
look like a mountaineering camp only
yeah,
because they are in just casual uniforms. So
Sure.
we can go for a forest. We can go for jungle expedition only.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
yeah, like for the map part, I was just saying, they as they were on the
With the
expedition,
forest
they can
officers.
locate through the map that whether they are on the same track or not. So
Okay,
that was the point I was,
agree.
to not
Okay,
to get
agree,
lost and
sure.
that.
Okay. Perfect. We need
So
to
I
wrap
think
up.
that's enough, and we have to conclude our story because we are running out of time.
Anyone who wants to volunteer. Supriti, I nominate you. Anyone else who wants to nominate each other can do that. Be quick.
I also nominate Supriti.
Everyone in for Supriti?
Yeah, sure, sure. Go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Supriti, you read the final story, please. Thank you.
Achal, mute
Doing,
everyone.
doing summer, doing. And she's not Tamanna, that's Tamish. But okay, Supriti,
Okay,
please.
again, one doubt, guys. Please just I just asking a doubt. When I'm asking, like, see, we haven't um like the we didn't have the check the name, like what is the name of the person. Like while writing the PPDT, we usually write the name. So I can use my name, right? Whatever I used
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
story.
Anything, anything.
Yes, yes.
Anything,
Anything.
right? And I'm just asking one more thing. If I want to ask little bit of something, like really, like it's not based on the story we have made, little bit like they went there, something, this sort of things I can add, right? This phrases, short phrases and all I can.
Say, don't change the basic crux that all of us have decided. Keep the crux same as
Okay.
it. You can change the name of the characters. You can add one or two little things there, but don't change the main theme that all of us have decided collectively on. Okay?
So it's just I'm very sorry. Like, can anyone else do that? First, I want to listen for today,
Sarthak,
please.
Sarthak, I nominate you.
Sarthik, you won.
Okay. So uh, this so according to everyone, the story we have made is there are four members, and there are four members. All are in age group 22 to 26, and the main character of our story is Ram. He's a 24-year-old, and he's in positive mood. And the action of the story is expedition right. So basically, uh, Ram was leading an expedition, right? And he was the leader of the Assam Rifles. So they basically planned and researched, identified the expedition area, researched about the terrain and its challenges. Then they formed a proper preparation. They studied maps, determined the routine, and made the waypoints. After that, he did some briefing. And during the expedition, he performed some training and skill building, and like providing sessions on navigation techniques, camping skills, and first aid procedures. And in the end, he completed the whole expedition successfully, and everybody was able to gain some experience. Thank you.
Okay, Sarthak, thank you. Thank you very much. So it's done. Okay, I'm stopping the recording.
So I want to